You'll find that folks over at Adobe usually go back to older tools and start to update them as time goes on, and they realize that there's improvements available. So the Sharpen tool, which is right over here in the toolbox, it's grouped in with the blur and the smudge tool, and you'll also find it near the gradient and the paint bucket. The Sharpen tool has actually undergone a bit of a change here, and what you'll find is that you can protect detail, and it just is overall a better way to sharpen now, because instead of sharpening the entire photo, you can go in and you can sharpen just a very specific area. So let's zoom in on this one here. I've got my Sharpen tool. I've got the strength set to, I'm going to bring it down to about 45% here. I'm going to make a copy of my layer, Command or Control J, just so I can show you the before and after. Okay, so now I'm just painting. All right. And if you give it a second here, you're going to see it thinks for just a moment, and then it'll catch up and apply the sharpening, but only to the areas that I just painted over. And that's kind of the benefit, I guess, of using the Sharpen tool, especially because most people haven't used it before. But the benefit is that it's a brush. It goes by the same constraints as a brush. You can resize it. You can do all that stuff that you normally could do for a brush. And I'll go in here and I'll sharpen one more time. But when we have something as a brush, we just get a lot more control over it. And sharpening is one of those areas, because if you sharpen parts of the photo you don't want to sharpen, things start to get a little bit noisy and a little bit grainy. All right, so here's the duplicate layer. Let's turn it off. You could see that's before and that's after. Okay, so now we've just applied sharpening to that very specific area. We haven't applied it to the background and introduced any grain or applied it to any other parts of the photo where the negative effects of sharpening can happen. We've kept it restricted because we're using a brush to just the parts of the photo that we want it on.